What's it called? What's it called? What's it called? No, he doesn't even know what it's called. What's it called?
Hell yeah, dude.
Buddy, how are you?
Oh, so good.
Yeah?
Feeling so good. Yeah.
What's
Ever
up?
Since I got this water bottle.
Is that new?
Yeah.
Oh, nice,
My new
dude.
water bottle.
Dude,
36
congrats, man.
ounces.
Hell yeah.
It's been hydrated for the first time in my life. It's great.
It's made of wood?
Made of wood, yeah. Doesn't that sound like wood?
Yeah. We're looking at a, if you're not watching on the YouTube, we're looking at a obviously metal water bottle with a wood wrap.
Yeah, I like fake wood a lot.
Me too.
Love it. It's comforting to me. But yeah, it's wild to me that I'm like, almost every time, it's always shit that you know. We were talking about this earlier, but it's like I remember reading when somebody's like, it's actually good for the first thing you do when you wake up is to drink water. And I'm just like,
Yeah.
But then you do it and you're like, holy shit.
Yeah, it's great.
It's like drugs. It's like getting a vitamin B12 shot in your ass. I just feel great.
Yeah, well, it is good to drink water right when you wake up,
Mhm.
but it's lame to tell people what to do. And
Oh,
it
I
just
know.
is.
I
So like
hate
even
it.
if you're right, man, like somebody told me I had to drink water right when I woke up in my teen years.
Right.
And 30 years have gone by and I don't do it because I'm still mad at
Right.
whatever loser
Don't tell me what to do.
cop tried to get me to fucking drink water in the morning.
I remember I was making my bed, and then Jordan Peterson said to, and I said, "Fuck you, dude.
Yeah.
Fuck you, messy bed." For like years, I wasn't making my bed because of his fucking ass, and then now I'm
Damn.
like, oh, it's actually, I shouldn't judge all of made beds by one Canadian professor.
Damn, how long has Jordan Peterson been around?
Oh, dude, he's old. You seen him? He's old as hell. All he eats is beef. He almost dies every year.
On Christmas.
Yeah.
Every Christmas, Jordan Peterson
Every
almost
Christmas.
dies.
He almost chokes on a piece of beef. He
Damn,
can't shit for months. And
man. Those old guys that are so adamant about, like one of my favorite things in American culture is like is people saying like, well, my grandma, he smoked 2 packs of cigarettes a day, only ate bacon, hated everybody, and he lived till he was 105. And you're just like, okay, well, that seems like an edge case.
And also, I've seen him. He walks. He has a hunchback.
Yeah.
He can't see out of both eyes.
Totally.
He had diarrhea for 60 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why is that good? Yeah, he was tortured for the last 40 years of his life by his own actions, unrelenting,
Yeah.
unrelenting till his final demise at his own hand.
And despite that, and it really is a story of heroism. It's just like, despite how bad he felt, how mean he was, how unhappy he was, and how incapable he was of moving around, he still defied your liberal, fucking dogmatic bullshit. And he ate cheddar cheese every morning. He ate a brick of cheddar cheese and half a pig every fucking day. Because he hates you.
Right. Think about how short his life would have been if he didn't have like a liberal to rub in their face.
Yeah.
He would have killed over at 72 if not for he just like, I can't let him win.
Exactly.
Oh no, not on my watch. Not on my watch, hippie.
Just he's stayed alive out of just sheer hatred of change.
Oh yeah. I wonder how many people how many old people in nursing homes when Brett Kavanaugh got confirmed were like, it's done.
Kavanaugh lives.
That's all they wanted.
Totally. Oh my God.
I just
dude.
want to live long enough to pass a really weird law in Texas.
I know. I just want to die knowing it's as bad as it was when I was born.
I wonder though if those people, they get those the people that their neck gets cut out because of smoking.
Yeah.
Their neck, they get whatever the neck cutout surgery is, and then you see them on TV. I wonder if when they get that, if they're still like,
Oh shit! I got a commercial.
Oh, what, Caleb? That's so funny.
their
Oh my-
agent calls and they're like,
Hello, agent.
Hello.
Agent.
Um,
It went really good.
I booked a national. Yeah.
Can you run lines?
Yeah,
for my
right.
Commercial
Wow.
audition.
Damn.
It's gonna be on during the Super
The
Bowl.
thing is that yeah. Wow, that's crazy to think. That's just. I mean, the thing is that. Yeah, I mean, like you're still
Yeah.
gonna be excited about getting on TV and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
You know? Yeah. Wow.
I can't wait to call my parents. You're
Right.
gonna see me.
Right. I don't
I'm
even.
gonna be on during the Rose Bowl.
Well, the thing is that I have also. This is hard for me to riff about because I have such sympathy for someone in that situation. You
"Oh,
know
me
what I mean?
too," but
Yeah,
at least
yeah,
they
yeah.
get the commercial.
No, totally. But it is like I guess what I'm saying is like it is funny to me the idea that it is like such a terrible thing to have gone through, and you get the commercial. But then I also kind of don't want to make fun of them. You know what I mean?
I'm not making
So-
fun of that. I'm making fun of.
I know you are.
Audition culture.
Yep. I know you are. Everyone knows it. I'm just noticing I'm having trouble doing the riff because
Yeah,
I don't want
yeah.
to sound like, you know.
No, I know what you
Yeah.
mean.
So I couldn't. I didn't make it happen, man. I didn't bring my A game. You got C plus Dave in that riff because I got a
Hey.
little worried in the middle there.
Well, I gotta tell you, it's C plus Caleb every day. So.
Not me, dude. I'm A plus all day, every
Oh,
day.
man.
And that's and you know what? You know why I'm able to do that? Because I only eat meat. Yeah, man. I don't eat vegetables because I think vegetables make you soft, and that's why liberals are the way they are. They just
Right.
keep. Yeah, if you drink soy milk,
What do sheep eat, huh? What do sheep eat?
What do sheep
What do
eat?
sheep eat? They do not eat cow.
They eat sheep.
Yeah, we're supposed to eat cow. Jordan Peterson only eats cow.
What do? Oh, I get it now.
Sheep don't eat. Sheep eat grass. Sheep eat grass. You want to be a damn lion? You eat the cow. Oh man, I just can't even believe that he was surprised. Like I've seen him in so many interviews where he's like, all I eat is beef and salt and water." And then like everybody's like, "I think you're gonna be very sick," and he's like, "No." And then like 2 months later, he's like, "I can't breathe.
Right.
My bones don't work. I can't move. Turns out you need more than beef."
Man.
Yeah, poor guy. I'm glad he's back on a real food that's not just
Is he?
beef. I think so.
Damn,
I think he
I
had
know
to. I think it almost
nothing.
killed him.
I don't know anything about Jordan Peterson.
Oh, he's an enigmatic man. He just became famous as a teacher. It's so weird. Like, there's all these teachers, and he was just a teacher in Canada who got incredibly famous somehow. He's a teacher.
Yeah.
It's really weird. And, like, people act like he should be on money. You know, like they worship him.
Yeah.
He's just a teacher eating beef in Canada, and we're all like, "Whoa, what did he say about my career?" Like people are buying his book and shit.
I will say this. I'm not sure how I would behave with regard to my body if I lived in Canada. Like, I really mean that. We talk about it on the Patreon this week. I'm not going to smoke because I know it's bad for you and I don't want to die. The older I get, the more it's becoming clear to me that I will die. That whole thing where I like did heroin and stuff because I wasn't sure I was going to die. I'm going to die, you know?
Yeah,
And I don't
me
want to.
too.
At least not soon. And so, yeah, I don't smoke, and I don't think anyone should. But, you know, if I lived in Canada, I don't know, man. I'd be like, I feel like maybe I'd just pound beef and fucking suck down cigarettes. And I'd just
Yeah.
like, just jump out of planes all the time, and I would just go to the hospital. They'd know my name.
Oh, I would.
Yeah.
I would get an apartment closest to the hospital.
Totally.
I'd walk over once a day
Yeah, man.
and be like, "Am I gonna die yet?"
Do me up, man. Fucking, I don't know. Let's get a checkup. And they were like, "You came in yesterday." I'm like, "Yeah, but you don't know what happened today."
Yeah, it only takes a split second to get a disease.
Yeah.
I
Exactly.
could have gotten it as you were folding your clipboard up, and you opened the door and you're like, "Thanks for coming in." I could have gotten it right then.
Totally.
Could have gotten it right then.
I could have gotten it from you.
Yeah, you
fucking
piece of shit.
You fucking dumbass doctor. Just give me a fucking physical, you fucking piece of shit.
I wonder if when Jordan Peterson went to the emergency room, his doctor's like, "So what have you been eating?" And he's just like, "Only beef for a year." And they're probably like, no, what have you been eating?
No, for real.
No,
for
just
real, for
beef
real.
for a year, all 3 meals a day, beef. And they're like, all right, well, stop.
That's so funny. And you're an adult. You're not like Benjamin Button. This isn't. I'm not talking to a 14-year-old. Like you don't have crazy feelings. You don't like hate to shower and stuff like that. You're like a full grown up.
I would be surprised to learn that that's what a tiger ate, was just beef. You know what I mean?
Wow.
I don't know if
really
you should do
funny. Yeah. Yeah, the idea that a tiger's just like finishes eating a wildebeest and it's like, all right, now I just gotta find some Brussels sprouts. Yeah. I don't really like eating Brussels sprouts unless they're tossed in wildebeest meat. But
And then
just
is he
like
a tiger like dipping some crackers in some cashew butter?
a vegan tiger is just like skinny as hell. It can't stop shitting. Just like
some hearts of palm pasta. You're like, oh, tiger.
Wow.
And he's like,
Well-
yeah, I just, it's really the big farming is more than anything. It's the
Wow,
factory
that's
farms,
funny.
but I can do my part. You want to go kill a gazelle with us?
I
Dude,
mean,
you
that's
know,
so funny.
It just
dude.
weighs me down. Like every time I have a belly full of gazelle, I just kind of get the
You know how PETA is like, they're like, hey, fish are people too. A vegan tiger is like,
right.
look, antelopes are tigers. Okay?
Oh, that's funny. Antelopes are tigers too. Okay? So we're not gonna. I don't want to see anybody. Not in my pack.
Look,
We're a good
yeah.
pack here. We're a good tribe.
And then it like hard cuts to this like vegan tiger pack, and there's like there's a fucking a huge cauliflower that they've cut into the shape of a water buffalo, and they're all like attack it.
It even bleeds like meat. And they're
I
like,
say
"Wow."
this as a human being in huge support of buffalo cauliflower.
Yeah.
And all of these
If
things.
you have-
I eat so much vegan food. And you know why I eat a lot of vegan food? Because veganism has scientists making their food now. The vegans have money, and there's a lot of them, and they've been around a long time. Science has made vegan food better than all other food.
Yeah, it's getting really good.
It's so good.
No, I
dude.
eat it all the time.
Yeah.
I also eat meat all the time, but it's just like it's
Yeah.
competing.
Totally.
That's what capitalism did to veganism. Is it
Yeah.
made it good.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Who would have thought?
All
No,
the-
but it's so good.
Yeah.
I eat vegan food all the time, and it's great, and it's getting better. And it sucked when we were kids. It sucked so bad,
Absolutely, dude.
and now it's like
It was just like a gelatinous cube. Tofu was just like a
Right.
wet brick for
love it.
fucking decades. And then they found out how to make it better.
it's great, man. People always go, the vaccine's the greatest modern miracle. I'm like, no, it's the food is good and without meat in it.
Seitan, dude.
Pretty cool.
Seitan and jackfruit.
I love it.
Oh my god, so good.
Antelopes or tigers. You know what'd be really funny is to give a fish a copy of People magazine, see how much they like it.
That's so funny. Yeah, do fish read Fish magazine?
So
The idea it
fish
is
are people. I'm a fish,
Uh-huh.
and the fish is me.
Uh-huh.
So I would like Fish magazine.
Dude, even when I was a kid, I remember like seeing People magazine and being like, people read People magazine?
People.
I'm a person and I
What
want
magazine's for me?
People. Totally.
People.
And what's really funny is that all across the board, humanity is like that no matter how specific you get. Like, literally, my dad has a magazine called Pilot Magazine because he's a pilot.
Right.
Pilots read Pilot Magazine. Lawyers read Lawyer Magazine, you know?
And
Vegan Monthly, you know? Gay Times.
Gay Times.
It's just,
Straight.
dude, well, thank God.
Anybody want to read Straight?
Straight Magazine. That's just called Maxim. Straight Culture Magazine. Oh, man, Maxim's so funny at this point. It's just so comical that it exists. Oh, man, page 1. Page 1 is girls. Page 2 is cars. Page 3 is money. Page 4 is guns. It's just like... Damn, we're still doing this, fellas. Page 5 is beef. Page 6 is movies. Page 7 is Joe Rogan. Page 8, fighting. Page 9 is more fighting. Page 10, different kind of fighting. Oh, man.
Yeah. Man, I always love Allison Levy's joke about women's magazine. It's one of my favorite jokes ever. When she's like, the men's magazine's always like, how to grill like a fucking champ. Get the abs you deserve. And women's magazines are like, you're washing your face wrong.
Yeah, truly. Oh, man.
Oh, it's so funny.
It is.
What a great bit.
It literally is it's so stereotypical. The cover of Cosmo is just like 17 ways to make your perfect man fall in love with you.
Right.
And then the cover of Maxim is like 500 ways to fuck everyone, to fuck every single girl. The only way, the only, we finally discovered how to be single forever.
Don't let anyone trick you into love.
Read Stuff Magazine, the magazine for men, and you'll finally find out how to spread your seed across the world without ever committing to a single woman. Spray your seed around the world like a diaspora.
How to live like a medieval king on 15 grand a year.
How to get your cum inside every person. Yeah, without ever having a job. How to become a UFC fighter without trying, and then also come inside all people.
That's Come Inside People magazine.
Inside People magazine.
Oh,
Wow.
man. What a cold open. This is our best
Yes.
episode ever.
Hello, and welcome to What's It Called? I am Dave Ross.
I'm Caleb Sinan. Welcome.
And we don't know what the fuck our show is called.
No.
We spend episode after episode trying to figure out what this show is and what it's called. And we haven't figured it out yet. We'll get there, though.
One day. One day we'll figure it out, and then this podcast is over.
Yeah, exactly. And then we'll die.
That's
I plan
true.
to die. I hope and pray that my relationship with Caleb Sinan is the exact same as John Adams' relationship with Thomas Jefferson.
Yes.
Where they worked together and were friends, and then over time grew such extreme frustrations that though they worked together incessantly, they had a deep, deep hate for one another.
Yes.
And then on their deathbed, they died at the exact same time, but thought the other one outlived them, and that pissed them off, and that was their last living thought.
Yeah, like platonic Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, totally.
There's nothing worse than outliving your podcast co-host.
Absolutely.
Now, let me tell you, it's
Caleb.
a pain no host should feel. I wanna live to be 100, and I want Dave to live to be 180.
Yeah, totally.
And I want the audience to live to be 190.
Yeah.
So that none of us have to feel that.
None of you are allowed to die before us.
Don't you die.
Totally.
Don't you fucking die on me, audience.
Mm-hmm.
I love you.
Dead People Magazine.
Dead people.
It's a magazine I'm going to start. Dead stuff.
There is a I don't know which one it is at the grocery store, but it's always got a top story that'll be like, you won't believe what Andy Griffith actually thought about Aunt B. And it's like gossip from the fucking 50s.
That's incredible.
I love it. I can't remember what it's called, though, but that should be Dead People.
Damn.
It's like some gossip magazine that's like antique gossip. I love it though. It always makes me laugh.
That's so funny. Ty Cobb, where are they now? Man.
Calvin Coolidge had an affair.
Wow. That's so funny. How
it's
drunk was Ulysses S. Grant?
Oh, that's a lot of fun. Dead people. We
Take
should
it
do
even
that.
further back. Just like
Let's come out. Let's
Wow.
publish Dead People magazine.
the hidden truth about the love life of Hammurabi. Y'all, we have a Patreon.
That's
It's
right.
Patreon.com.
You are the ones who make it possible for us to have an office, to put water in our bottles and beer in our fridge. It makes us so happy. I can't believe we got so many new Patreoners. It's such a great day. And those episodes are great. These episodes blow compared to the Patreon episodes. That's when we really put in the
Shut up
in the work.
and let me say the URL, Caleb. For fuck's sake. I said patreon.com/ and then you just talked.
I thought that was the URL. Everything I was saying, I didn't know we changed the URL.
That whole thing you just said.
I thought that's what it was.
Well, we got a lot of new patrons.
Yeah.
And that's how we can afford
easy to
the
remember.
longest URL. It's patreon.com/ what's it called if you want more from us. And you're not wrong. That's why we got The Office. It's why we got everything.
Hell yeah.
And also, those are better episodes, man. These episodes suck, dude.
You're not good.
I wish I were dead right now. Yeah, dude. Which isn't a feeling I have that much often. I'm dealing with the depression very well, except when I make this show. This is hell, and Caleb is my enemy. And
I think we finally found the name of the podcast.
this
That's
is
pretty
hell,
good.
and Caleb is my enemy.
Not bad.
Starring Dave Ross. Caleb Simon is my enemy, starring Dave Ross. That's so funny.
Wow. I hope I'm somebody's enemy, but I don't know if I am.
I also think antelopes are tigers too.
That's so fun. Antelopes are tigers too.
Man,
I love my antelopes.
I love my antelope. Yeah, my antelope pals. Speaking of the Patreon, we had a solid fucking QAnon Lord of the Rings riff
Yeah, you
on
gotta,
our episode this week. Oh my
hell
god.
yeah, you gotta join that Patreon.
We went on like a whole thing about people in Rohan being like saying that they want their own ring of power. And if we throw the ring into Mount Doom, then no one's going to be able to have a ring that rules them all. Man,
It starts
fun
with
stuff.
rings. That's where it starts. But I'm against Big Middle Earth. I don't like Big Middle Earth.
Big Middle Earth, dude. Oh, jeez.
Hell
That's
yeah.
gonna
So join the
really get me.
Patreon. We got good shit in there.
It's Saru Man, not Saru Woman.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, so there's two sorrow mans. One's a big eye and one's a guy with a finger. All right. Sure.
If you sign up for our Patreon, you get bonus episodes, audio and or video every week. Also, there's a merch
Hell
tier
yeah.
if you want to get some merch. Sign up for that. And also, no matter who you are and what level you sign up at, you get a shout out on the show. 2 new patrons this week. Shout out to Peter Comistra. You were also
Peter.
We're also a patron of on my solo Patreon of my other podcast. And to this day, I don't know how to say your last name because I'm learning that I don't know how to say names anymore.
What's
Peter
his name?
Comistra.
Peter Comistra.
Comistra?
Peter Comistra.
Peter, though,
Comistra.
fucking shout
Peter
out to you,
Comistra.
man. Thank you so much for being a patron of the show.
Hell yeah, dude.
And shout out to all lowercase, no spaces, MH Dave.
MH Dave.
Shout out to you, MH Dave. Thanks
MH
for
Dave.
being a patron of the
What
show.
do you think MH stands for?
Mr. Happy.
Mr. Happy Dave. I like it.
Yeah. What do you think MH stands for?
Massive Hog.
Yeah, there it is.
Massive Hog Dave.
Mango hat. He's Dave, and he's got a mango for a hat. Cut a mango in half. You know what you got? You got a mango hat, man.
Mango hat. How about Millennial Hunk?
Hell yeah,
Millennial
dude.
Hunk Dave. Let us know what it is. We love you, Dave.
Melania's hot Dave.
Damn, well.
Absolutely.
I like them all. One of them's got to be true.
Man.
Dope. This is so exciting.
I just want to do MH Dave puns forever.
Marbled hands.
Yeah, marble hands Dave. Absolutely. Absolutely. Mrs. Ham. Dude.
I don't know why that one got me.
Well, that one's good just because you
Mrs.
picture
Ham.
meeting someone and it's like, hi, I'm Dave. Hello, I'm Mrs. Ham.
Oh, I imagine Mrs. Ham has like on an old flowery dress and like a little hat, and she's a pig.
Totally. She's Mrs. Ham. And she lives in the people world. She just like is in your apartment building, and she's this tiny
Miss
little
Ham.
pig.
Hey, Miss Ham.
Well, hello, Caleb.
Oh, hey, Caleb.
How are you?
Oh, I'm good, Miss Ham. How are you doing, Miss
Hey,
Ham?
I thought I smelled bacon the
Oh,
other day.
no. That's a candle.
Okay.
That's my bacon candle.
Okay.
It's not made of
I got one of those. Reminds me of my
Uh-huh.
husband. We lost him to the neighbors having bacon.
Wow, the sad story of Miss
Mr.
Ham. The widow Miss Ham.
Because Mr. Ham got eaten by the neighbors.
I still haven't eaten her.
Well, yeah, they're not.
Turns out they did
misogynists.
not like bacon, but too late now.
Too late now.
They killed my husband, ate him.
Sliced him right up.
Unbelievable. Didn't even eat them all.
They didn't even give him back. They didn't even
No.
let me have a nice service. They just took him down to the Vons. And now he's on a rack. There's a carniceria down the street I've seen his nose at.
So you're just trying to check your mail. You're like, all right, Miss Ham. You know, it's nice seeing you.
And she's just having a little fucking meltdown in the hallway. Just
Can you help
very
me move a
calm,
desk tomorrow? Yeah, Miss Ham, just let me know. when you-
tiny pig woman who's wearing a bonnet and a dress. You help me move it. It's small. It's big for me, but it's definitely
It's
you can
small,
lift
but
it
I know you can lift stuff.
with one hand. You're 10 times my height.
All right, Miss Ham. Yeah,
Okay,
just let me
Miss
know. You can just knock on my door. I'll be there.
And then she just gets into this like weird fog where she's like sad about her husband and doesn't stop talking. You're like, okay, well, I'm late for work at the office, and she's like, oh yeah, no, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. You know,
I know. I don't mean to bother you. I'm so sorry. I know you're busy, but
It's just that he hasn't been gone too long, you know, and and it's just like, I mean, it's just hard to have. I used to have an extra set of hooves around the house, and then
yeah.
and now I'm just like seeing those hooves sitting there in that bin, in that carniceria, sitting next to his snout, and you're like, well,
Yeah, you know, it's always nice to have a pig around the house, but you know, those are shoes I can never fill. But you know, I'm happy to help anytime I can. You know, there's a lot of good single pigs out there if you're looking for anybody down the street. But you know, I do have to get going.
hey, do you ever want to come over? You know what I've been doing? I started watching. No, just I know you got to go now.
Yeah.
Sundays I've been watching the NFL because I found out that they're not using pigs anymore.
Yeah,
It's
they're
cow leather now.
that's good. That's good. That's why I
So
watch
if you ever
them
want to
too.
watch a game,
Yeah. I'm not sure when I haven't watched it in years. It's been so long, but that sounds great. I just gotta run. I gotta run, Miss Ham.
I'm a Packers fan.
Yeah, I need to get caught up. That sounds great, but I gotta go record a podcast.
Do you want to come over and eat some mud?
It's so horrible because I can really feel it. I can really feel how lonely Miss Ham is. I feel bad, but I also don't want that to be my life, keeping her company.
Every day, you can come on over every day. Every day, I put a bunch of new mud
Miss
and
Ham.
new human shit in the trough.
Miss Ham.
And bones.
Miss Ham.
I got a bunch of
I'm
fresh bones in the trough.
I'm having a really busy week, and to be totally honest with you, I am not a pig, and a lot of the things you want to do when we're hanging out
Our pig
are just so pig related. I'm a person, and I think you need to. I mean, I love
Okay, that's fine.
seeing
That's
you in the
fine.
hall, but
I'm sorry. I'm just saying, anytime you ever want to come over, eat human shit, and watch the Baltimore Ravens, you're welcome to.
How did you get in this building?
I miss my husband.
How did you get in this? Do you have a social security number? How did you get a security? You're not going to get your security deposit back.
Oh, I'm the vice president of the California chapter of the RNC.
Miss Ham.
I love cops.
I don't think we can be friends at all now.
Why?
I should have known. And let me tell you this. It wasn't the neighbors eating your husband. You know what it was? He was killed. He was killed by an inside job. The cops knew that he was going to rat him out.
Oh, I see.
He witnessed a murder, and they had him killed. So maybe rethink that love. Anyway, I got to go. But it was great seeing you, and I will help you move that desk tomorrow.
Great.
Wow.
Yeah, picturing Miss Ham is a lot of fun. Miss Ham. That's great. Y'all, we are talking about atheism this week.
That's true.
Because it is the final week of this year's Bill Maher Month.
I can't believe Bill Maher Month is already almost over.
I
Feels
know.
Like it just got here.
I know. Bill Maher Month comes and goes so quick every year.
Next thing you know, it's Carn Week.
That's well, it's always Carn Week
It's always
here
Carn
at
Week.
What's It Carn.
What's it, Carn?
Carn's at Carn. Oh God, our pie in the sky guest is Richard Karn. We want Richard Karn so bad, and also it doesn't seem like Richard Karn is really good friends with Miss Ham.
Oh yeah.
It seems like he's like, you need to be nicer to Miss Ham.
Dave. Heard you had some rude things to say to Miss Ham today. Well, I'm not going to stand for it, Dave. If we do have Richard Karn on, we got to do a segment called Comic Karn, and then we both dress up like him.
Oh my
and
God.
we make lanyards.
Oh my God. Comic Karn.
Oh, it'd be fun.
That's so
We could sell
great.
passes. That would be so fun.
If someone could Photoshop Richard Karn onto Ian Carmel's body, so it's
Ian Karn.
Ian Carnell
Oh my God.
or Richard Karm.
Hey, Comic Karn only comes once a year, so we got plenty of time to work on these Photoshops if you want.
Man, is October going to be Richard Karn month?
Maybe.
I think it should be because Bill Maher Month is so negative, and as sort of a palate cleanser, you need some
Genius.
positivity.
That means we could rename Family Feud,
Oh my God.
Tool Time.
The concept of happiness,
Yeah.
what a beard is called, hugs, love. You know what I mean? Just anything positive.
No, I love it. Karn Month.
Fluffy hair, you know?
Fluffy hair.
Plaid, tool belts.
Genuine smiles, eye contact.
Apologizing for a horrible host. Having a middling career, you know?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Dude, it's going to be a good month.
Absolutely. But yeah, we're renaming atheism this week because it's the end of Bill Maher Month.
Yeah.
And if you didn't listen to Real Time or Religulous, we can't recommend it enough. I had so much fun with those episodes.
It's the funnest. It's the funnest. Nothing's funnier than making fun of Bill Maher.
No shit. And we're renaming atheism this week because that's his North Star. If there weren't such thing as there being no God, that man would not exist. And the irony of that sentence I just said is not lost on me. And I hope it's not lost on that motherfucker either. The idea that like just think about. I think about that all the time. People who have like a thing that they're fucking obsessed with, and like the idea of if there weren't people that believed in God and that hadn't been the way the world was for a long time, then we also wouldn't have this weird. That would be so great if that like pain and anguish was never around, right?
Mhm.
But we also wouldn't have this weird smug dude. He just would be something else.
It's because if he was a Christian,
Right.
then his movie would have been called like Gaytheists.
Right,
And he would be
exactly.
like, there is a God, you dumb piece of shit.
Yeah, right.
You fucking idiot. You're going to hell. And everybody would be like, he's not a part of our team. We don't know why the fuck he's so condescending about this.
Right, totally. He would have a show called The Past. and he would be like, all right, old rule. And he would just say the 10 Commandments. And,
Thou shalt not. Thou, okay.
actually, his equivalent would probably be the reverse, and then he would be like a 14-year-old. He would be 14, and he would like come in on a skateboard, and be like, just because theism has been around for thousands of years, doesn't mean it's not fun. And
He's eating Go-Gurt.
yeah, totally. He's eating Go-Gurt. Yeah, totally. I literally cannot think of other things he would be doing, but
Well, that's all me and you know is cool.
Yeah,
Skateboarding, Go-Gurt. He has his hat on backwards.
totally.
Yeah.
If God
he's
were
good.
alive today, he would be on TikTok for sure. So before we rename atheism as a concept, I want to talk about one thing that I found on the internet
Dope.
when I was looking up literal photos that could represent atheism on our post on Twitter. And by the way, our website is whatsitcalled.rodeo. Our Twitter and Instagram handles are on there. Follow us, and we tweet about what we're
Hell yeah.
renaming if we rename something that week. And if you want to join in, we read our favorites at the end of the episode. And also, while I'm on the subject, tell your friends about the show.
Please.
You know?
We're trying to get everybody on the What's It Called train. It's so fun.
Yeah.
And it's so cool having people who like it and interact and are tweeting jokes and having fun. It's
It's
like
the best.
It's great. We want your friends to know, and I think they'd like it.
So there is such a thing as negative and positive atheism.
Oh.
And I want to bring this up for a specific reason. Partially, it's because, fuck me, I have been talking about negative and positive atheism without knowing I was talking about it because I wasn't aware of these terms. And I've said before on this show and on other shows that my belief system is the lack of a belief system, and that I don't believe in God, but I don't, in an extreme sense, firmly believe there is no God, because I think that the idea of firmly believing there is no God is just as insane as believing in God. And I guess I should say, I don't think you're insane if you believe in God. I don't care what people do as long as they're good to each other, which is why I feel this way. I feel like, well, whatever, and I don't know, and so whatever. And so I just don't think about it. I'm apathetic towards the existence of God because I just don't, it does not enter into my life. And by nature of that, I kind of think that agnosticism is the same thing as atheism. Because what is agnosticism? Except just sort of being like, I don't know. You what?
Right.
You like, what has happened in your life that has made you firmly believe there is something but not know what it is? And so that feeling of being like, I think that there is a higher power. I believe that, but I cannot conceive of what it could be. That doesn't actually strike me as that different from being like, I don't believe in God. Because you don't know what it is either if it's not there.
Right.
And you see, you know what I mean? Anyway, I don't mean to get on a soapbox for too long. The reason I reiterated all that is because here are the definitions, and you're going to love this. I bring it up because negative and positive atheism are so funny to me, dude.
I can't wait.
What I love about it is that whoever came up with it definitely is a proponent of positive atheism.
Right. Because no one would be like, I'm a negative atheist.
Exactly. So here's what it is. Negative atheism, also called weak atheism and soft atheism.
Wow. Yeah.
is any type of atheism where a person does not believe in the existence of any deities but does not necessarily explicitly assert that there are none. Positive atheism, also called strong atheism and hard atheism, is the form of atheism that additionally asserts that no deities exist. Which means that somebody who believes what I believe, which is not believing anything, was talking to some angry atheist about how there's no God, and they said what I said, which is like, well, look, yeah, I don't think there's a God, but how crazy is it to not think there's a God, but then like directly assert that there has to be no God, a thing that you couldn't possibly have evidence for. And then that lunatic atheist doubled down and was like, fuck you, you weak, soft little loser.
This is also called pussy bitch atheism.
Yeah.
Which I would consider myself. We have weak, soft, cowardly atheism on this side. And then we have fat cock atheism on this side. Where if you believe, and I don't know if they call it positive, it's like, so, but to say you specifically are asserting, which is crazy to me. That's so wild to just be like, there's no deity. There's not even a bad guy. So you like when people are like, how could a God allow bone cancer in children? And it's like, well, if you're one of these positive atheists, you think there's not even a twinkle in an eye of magic in the world. You don't think there could be a bone cancer demon? Because then you don't have the problem of evil with it. So I'm like, that's just wild to me. You don't even think that there's like an evil deity?
I mean, I don't think that there are either, really.
Yeah.
But I also don't care. And you know what's funny? If you look at the... like, I also sort of would say it's weird to feel adamantly. It's just weird to me to feel adamantly that there is no God. I just think that's crazy. Because you can't, by nature of thinking there's no God, you can't know. Like, you just think there isn't.
Right.
You just, of course, and you have no evidence of it. And so, yeah, I don't know. That's how I feel. It's funny, though. If you look at this page at the bottom, there are 3 see also links to this Wikipedia. And they are to these pages. Anti-theism, ignosticism, starting with an I.
Ig? I hate that.
And non-theism. And if you read non-theism...
Agnostic.
Non-theism has generally been used to describe apathy or silence towards the subject of God. So that's, I guess, what I am.
So which one is that?
Non-theism.
A non-theist. You're a non-theist.
But here's the funny thing about that is that term was definitely not created by somebody who feels the way I do. And I guess what I'm saying is I don't even necessarily feel that way. I don't even like there being... I just don't understand why this is all so important to everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, I think
can understand why
hell.
being Christian is important to somebody.
I think hell's what got it really going. People with the fear of hell.
Sure. I don't know, man. Though,
because everyone would feel like you if there was no hell
mention
in
of
people's
God
minds.
or hell. Right.
Because everybody's like, "There's a God and He loves you." Some people would be like, "Fuck that."
Who cares?
But then they go, "Wait, but you'll burn forever if you don't love Him back."
That's true.
Everybody's like, "What?"
Damn.
But yeah, if there's no hell, I think it wouldn't even keep anybody up.
That's true. I mean,
But you've never believed in a hell. You were never like brought up.
Yeah, it was never.
Hell. So yeah, you don't have that.
Sure,
fear.
it's very easy, and I get it.
Yeah.
I get that it's a reactionary thing, but I also think that we could like start trying to move past it and maybe acknowledge that because I just like, you know what I mean? It's a real who hurt you situation with hardcore atheism, in my opinion. Like I get it. We live in a world that has been afflicted with the disease of organized religion, and I like sort of. That was like a really harsh thing to say, but I sort of think that, like the Crusades and like all of the ways in which people have killed each other while like flying the banner of a different religion, it's truly been awful.
Yeah,
and
it's really.
I've said this before, I have people in my life that believe in organized religions and they're great people. So I'm like not extreme about it. But I know that people were raised in very intense environments. Where they were told that something about them was wrong, their sexuality, something, and they had to change it, or something about a friend's sexuality, or just in general, like that you had to believe this thing that didn't feel right to you, or there was something wrong with you, and that like causes anguish, and it causes like pain in all sorts of different ways, and it fucks you up. It's abuse. And so people are like, there's no God. And I get it. I really do. But I do think at this point we could start being like, okay, maybe let's heal, though.
Yeah.
Instead of just spending our whole life being like, there's no fucking God.
Yeah, that is creepy to me, to crusade against something that doesn't exist in your mind.
Yeah.
Is strange to be like, so obsessed with like we love comedy. I like comedy. I believe in it. But if you all you did was go to colleges and give speeches where you're like, no, there is no comedy.
Right.
And you're like,
well, it's like this. I firmly believe, I can tell you with 100% truth that there is not a pumpkin in my pants. And, but it's not, but it's not my belief system. I'm going college to college like, there is no pumpkin in my pants, and you better not say there's a pumpkin in my pants.
And you're like, I don't even care if there is one. It's like, it seems like you care. You booked this speech.
Yeah.
You care a lot, because I care a lot. I love Christian atheist debates. I love documentaries about it. I love the universe and like the cosmos and the prime mover and how the Big Bang, and like I'm obsessed with all of it. I love it so much that I whatever the opposite of agnostic is. Well, I guess I don't know. No one knows, and I don't think anybody knows. Everyone's pretending to know, but we're all agnostic, and then you just got to go from there. Like knowing nothing, what will I do? Will I try to learn more? Will I have any faith in any sort of thing? But I love, dude, a good Christian atheist debate. I'll watch that shit at 3 a.m.
I couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
I love theological discussion.
Me
I
too.
love people talking about God. I love hearing about someone's relationship with God. It's really interesting to me, and it sounds nice, quite frankly. I also do think that there is a way that we're all connected. Like, you can't deny that. Even if you firmly believe that there's no deity, you have to admit that when a person walks into a room and they're in a certain mood, that mood affects the people around them.
Yes.
And sure, we can break that down to like body language and our own wiring and our own like collection of mental health disorders and positives, and just our own personality and how we process information, and how much we want to be liked, and our direct relationship to those people, either close or not. But then what does that mean? Even if you break it down in every single way, even if you use like science and analytics to explain every little thing in that scenario, still a person walked into a room and everyone was affected. And so I just think about that. I think about that a lot. And it just really makes me not judge people who believe in God. And I think the most interesting thing to me about it is that like anti-theism, agnosticism, agnosticism, weak atheism, strong atheism, and non-theism all have one thing in common, which is that they all don't think there's a God. And so to me, the reason I think they're all the same thing, I don't even mean to be on a fucking soapbox here, because I feel so, I just don't even care whether there is or not, in the sense of it being a defining characteristic of the world or people. But it is fascinating. The only difference between all those belief systems, versions of there being no God, is how you feel. And I think that's why I'm saying this.
Yeah.
You can say it's like, I believe that there is no God. Or you can be me and be like, well, I think it's impossible to believe there's something that isn't there. That's weird and like cyclic, and it'll never end. But both of those people are just different types of people.
Yeah, and I always like to go from a position of, I am nowhere. I have nothing. Like when somebody's like, do you think there's a God? I'm like, I don't know, but do you want to get drunk and talk about it all night? Because I do. Sounds fun.
Exactly.
Like I want to talk about it.
Yes.
I love thinking about it. I love researching. I love hearing arguments. It's like, it's very fun to me. And
Totally.
It feels like it matters a whole hell of a lot to a lot of people. So it's
man, we're all gonna fucking die.
right.
We're all gonna die, and that really sucks. You're telling me
Does
that
it though?
Well, it doesn't entirely, in the sense that like it would get a little boring.
My back won't hurt anymore.
Yeah, right. Well, but then that's another part of it, right? It's like, wouldn't it be nice if you just never aged and you didn't die? Like,
Oh yeah.
but then at a certain point, it's like, well, there's no meaning in that really either. Like
True.
So yeah, I think about it a lot. I don't really want to die. I like to be alive.
Me too.
And the idea of nothingness afterward is fucking terrifying. But
I would like to fake my death a week before. You know what I mean? I would like to see what everyone says nice about me.
and pop out of the
and
casket
then
at the
die.
funeral.
Yeah. But only a week. I would like my last week to just be reading nice things on Twitter and then go, oh, and then die.
I want to live long enough to gaslight everyone who loves me. Yeah. Yeah, and just be like, haha, I'm alive. And they're all like, what the fuck? And then I die.
Right.
And then I kill myself right after they found out I lied to them about dying. You know what I mean?
No, gaslighting is worth living for.
Absolutely.
That's something worth living for.
Could you imagine? That is, man, that's like the most upsetting person possible. Someone who fakes their own death and then kills themselves in front of all those people. Man.
Yeah. I have always wanted to fake my own death. Like,
Really?
I might do it.
What?
I just, ever since I read Tom Sawyer, there's just something, it seems so cool to fake your own death. You kind of get the freedom of death without experiencing it. And then you get to one day actually die. But
Sure.
faking your own death, I know it's probably illegal, but I have thought about it. I would love to, but then I'm like, would my family be like, you don't know how much that hurt us when you faked your own
Right.
death? Probably.
Right.
But then I was also thinking about like doing like a Breaking Bad. Like, I'm gonna die in I have 6 months to live. I'll fake my death for those last 6 months.
Oh,
Why not?
yeah. Well, you're gonna die. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
You fake your own death and then die in 6 months.
I would not mind faking my own death. It seems like a
Wow.
lot of fun.
How would you fake your own death?
I don't know. I looked online. It seems hard.
Yeah.
Seems really hard.
But if you, yeah. Well, it would have to be a thing where there's no body, right? You have to be like vaporized.
Yeah, like a castaway situation.
Oh, yeah, lost at sea.
Pronounced dead, something like that, maybe.
Yeah, because or you would have to have like a coroner who is in on it.
Right. And
You
then
gotta-
he dies. You
And
get
then
a
you kill-
terminally ill coroner.
There you go.
He dies with the
Uh-huh.
secret.
or a owner of a funeral home who's willing.
Yes.
Yeah, so you like get a coroner to lie that you got like shot in the face with
Yeah.
a shotgun,
Closed casket.
and your head exploded,
Yeah.
and so it's got to be closed casket. So you only need a team of 3: you,
Yeah.
a coroner, and the owner of a funeral home, and then you can lie to your family successfully.
Right, and then you have to just hope there's no like local Michael Moores who are like, did you know that this long con started 20 years ago when he got his cousin to become a coroner? How many deaths did he pronounce? Exactly 1. His own cousin, Caleb.
This is Fahrenheit
Caleb.
Caleb Simon.
Fahrenheit Caleb Simon.
I just realized that Caleb Simon has the same amount of syllables as 9/11.
And Barack Obama.
Wow.
That's not true.
Barack Obama, Caleb Simon. Yeah, that's
No,
wrong.
yeah, it's
9/11.
wrong. It's wrong, but no conspiracy theory has to be right.
That's true.
It just has to be interesting.
Caleb Simon, never forget.
Never forget me.
Damn. Hey, man, what's your favorite album that came out on 9/11?
The Blueprint.
Satellite from POD.
Oh, the Blueprint.
Did Blueprint come out on 9/11?
9/11, dog.
Whoa.
Blueprint for me is easy. That's
George Carlin put out an album on September 14th or 15th, 2001. Do you remember what it was called?
I like when a lot of people.
I kind of
die.
like it when
Yeah.
a lot of people die.
Yeah.
God damn. And he
Yeah.
was dead.
Right. That's really. Wait. No. He was not dead yet, but he had to change the.
Are you sure?
Well-
I'm pretty sure that they recorded it and then he died and then
Then they
released
released it, but yeah, it was never released. It wasn't released then. It was like they kind of scuttled it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So it was
okay.
like a vault thing where they were like, here's the canceled thing because of 9/11.
Wow.
But it's really funny.
Winslow Dumaine, who's a comedian in Chicago that I like a lot, reminded me of that. Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
man, yeah, I've listened to it. It's really funny. But yeah, it's like
Damn.
it is. He was a genius, but he knew
Yeah.
not to do that. He
No
was like,
shit.
I ruined. Like I bet that was his first thought. He was like, "Fuck, my whole death chunk is screwed now."
Oh, I see. Wait. Okay, I'm still confused about. He was alive on September 14th, 2001.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so they didn't release it that day.
No. That's why they. But then he like
It was supposed to be released that day.
Yeah.
Oh, I
And-
thought he did release it.
And
Interesting.
then I think he like re-recorded a special right after 9/11 and kind of adjusted a lot of that material.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, it's very, very interesting. But the original I like when a lot of people die bit is really funny.
Yeah.
But he knew that regardless how funny this is going to people are gonna fucking hate this.
Yeah, they're gonna lose their minds. I mean, he was
Yeah.
a New York comic.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
everybody did lose their minds after 9. Every
Yeah.
human being alive lost
Totally.
their fucking mind.
No shit.
And understandably,
It was bad. It sucked.
It was very scary.
I think 9/11 sucks.
I'm against it.
Yeah, totally. I would vote no on 9/11. every
One
time.
star.
Yeah, totally. Totally. Yeah.
What if you could give the hole in the ground 1 star?
You can. Matter of fact, so I have a stand-up bit
So
about.
I go to the World Trade Centers.
Uh-huh.
I take my kids from Kansas. I get there.
You know this. I have a stand-up bit about how you can leave a Yelp review of Auschwitz.
Oh yeah, that bit's great.
So
What they say? No parking.
there's no bus parking.
No bus parking. 1 star.
1 star. There was no bus parking. And yeah, this is real. I have it as a stand-up bit. Come see me, and you'll see me do the bit. Someone messaged me and was like, "Oh, there's a comedian in New York who has a bit about how you can leave a Yelp review of the 9/11 memorial, and her name is Hannah Dickinson. She's super funny. We talked about it. We both are still doing the bits. It's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a thing that's just true. That I mean, dude, you could pull out your phone right now, and because here's the really tough part about, at least with Auschwitz, the entire thing is a museum. And so, and like it is exactly as fucked up as you could imagine. Like,
yeah.
there are, if you Google it, there are all sorts of people that take there are like influencers taking selfies at Auschwitz, dude. It's fucking crazy. It's like have a little bit. It's so wildly insane. But Auschwitz itself is a museum.
Mm-hmm.
The One World Trade is a fucking there's the memorial, but the building is a mall, and so
It's
there's
a
a
mall?
Cinnabon.
What?
Yeah, dude. It's I mean it's an office building too, but there's a mall in there. It's weird. It's
There's
really.
a Cinnabon,
I mean, I didn't check if there's a Cinnabon, but there's stuff like
an
Cinnabon.
Annie Ann's pretzel.
There's definitely a Dunkin' Donuts, and
well, American runs on Dunkin'.
yeah. Caleb. Caleb. No. Caleb, no. Man.
It'd be
Yeah,
funny
dude.
if there were certain riffs where I had to go sit in the other chair off camera.
You got in a dunce
Be like,
cap.
you're out. You're
Yeah,
out. No.
get out of here. America runs on Dunkin'. Jesus.
Well, the original 2 didn't have a Dunkin' Donuts. I'm not saying fucking.
Yeah.
I'm not saying anything.
I'm
but
just
since
saying.
we put a Dunkin' in there,
Osama bin Laden and Dunkin' Donuts have never been in the same room. That's all I'm saying. Maybe Osama's a donut.
oh man. Should we read our atheism names?
Yes. Well, we're hemming and hawing this episode, but
Oh,
there was
boy.
my little rant about atheism. I wanted to say, oh yeah. That was all a long way of saying, how funny is it? It's just atheists are just so weird to me, and I am one. But atheists are so up their ass about this thing that isn't anything.
Right.
And if you wondered why we were shitting on this thing that I am, that's why.
Well, yeah, it's like maybe there's no Star Wars, but I like theology at least as much as I like Star Wars. You know what I mean?
Dude, it is no, and that's another great point, dude. It is
Yeah.
fun to talk about.
I
It
think
also,
it's very fun.
dude, it's also an interesting thing. Like the older I get, the more I really love listening to music about God. And I don't mean gospel music. I mean there's a lot of folk music, and there are people who are Christian and Muslim, and Buddhist and shit who are artists that I like, and they'll just one of them is M Ward. I love M Ward, and the Mountain Goats. The Mountain Goats are crazy because John Darnielle is like one of the smartest liberal artists who's around now, and he's a devout Catholic.
Wow.
And it's really those two things are sort of like really hard to manage inside my understanding of one person. So it's complicated, and I like that. That's what's cool about talking about God is it's fucking complicated.
And it's so funny to think about these atheist preachers who were just rich and fucking rolling in it, like who are clearly like that's a complicated guy.
Yeah.
Well, not that complicated.
And
like
dude, an M Ward is like, I don't know whether he believes in God or not, but he's definitely from a place where a lot of people believe in God. And his music is like, it's folk music where he's like singing about love and the world and life. And it's not all good, but I like a lot of it. And he just sings about like Jesus Christ and where you know, Jesus Christ is in the air. I went to a place where there was no Jesus or whatever, like shit like that. A.A. Bondi. Do you listen to A.A. Bondi?
I do. I've seen him live.
Have you really?
Yeah,
I've never seen. He's my favorite country artist.
He's really good.
And I guess he's maybe technically folk, but he's like
but he's
If you don't know A.A. Bondi, he's like a fucking
he's great.
weirdo country guy from Mississippi who lives in L.A. now. And his most recent album is like more indie, like weirdo fucking folk music. But like he's just like a fucking punk from the South. And I think that he's an atheist, but he sings from the perspective of people who believe in God when he like tells stories in his songs. And it's just so, I don't know what it is, man. It's like nice. It's just nice.
Yeah, it's interesting. I love all the Coen Brothers movies. The devil's always like a character somehow in each story. I love it. It's very
I wonder
fun.
what that is. I wonder, like, I feel.
Well, it's your God-shaped hole, Dave.
Yeah, it might be.
No, it's just good art. It's like interesting.
Well, I guess it's also like they're from the place where people like really devoutly believe in Christianity, right?
Yeah.
And so they just like know these people. And so they sing and talk about the people because it feels like home. And maybe that's what I like about it. I like that it's like laden within a culture, and that's just interesting to me, even though, I don't know, just feels nice.
Yeah, if Nas came out and said he was an atheist, I'd be like, Nas, but your best albums were when you had God's son tattooed on you.
So what if we call atheism penis, butt, vagina-ism? And I believe in penis and butt and vagina.
I have wiped that smile off your face.
Butt and penis, and that's it.
Well, that's vagina erasure.
Oh, there it
can't just be
goes.
butt and penis. I have one here. I have making God cry.
Yeah. I pledge allegiance to my butt and the United States of my penis.
I've got the round earth lie.
Opposite day. The round earth lie. Hell yeah, dude.
I've got sad but very likely.
Powerful nothing.
Communism.
Clinical depression. It is funny how it's almost a 1-to-1. If you're depressed, you're atheist, and if you're not, you believe in God.
Right.
It's wild. I have Russian Christianity.
Hardcore empty.
The Green New Deal.
Ain't no God. The Green New Deal.
All right, I got every president but Jimmy Carter.
I have one more. Well, what if we call it I believe in dog? And that'd be pretty interesting. Believe in dog. Because it sounds like God, and it's the same letters.
It's
Dog.
funny. I don't believe in dog.
Yeah.
Dr. Dog. I think I had one more. I don't know where it is. I don't know where I wrote it. Oh, I was gonna write all children under 6 because every time a Christian parent tries to describe their religion to a kid, the kid's just like,
What?
no, probably. What about no? And they're like,
Right.
no,
Wow.
because kids are like, their brain just goes, what if people go to hell?
Why?
Oh no, well my friends, and they're like, probably. And you're
Yeah.
like, oh no,
The ones that don't believe in God.
yeah, and you're
Yeah.
just like,
Also, your math teacher. Your
right. Oh, I hope my math.
your
teacher-
first grade teacher. That's right, Billy. Your teacher is going to hell.
He's like, I kind of thought. That feels good. I like this one.
Wow, that's funny.
My teacher's going to hell.
Man.
Oh, yeah,
Well-
we got to read the suggestions.
Yeah.
Man, this is a good episode. If this episode doesn't, I hope this. Whatever, if you are an atheist or a theist, whatever you are, I hope this episode changed your mind to the other one.
Yeah, I like that you said you like talking about it. I do too. It's so interesting.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
Yeah.
Gets me going.
I think I'll also, dude, I wonder if I'm starting to believe in God. I think about that.
Hey,
It
see,
might
this
be-
episode it's already affected. It's already affected everybody in the whole room.
Yeah, my list is just like wrongism, dummism, loserism. Yeah.
Well, we're the opposite of Bill Maher. We can't. We would, like if he was on this podcast, he'd be like, "How about we rename it Duh? Duh." It's not funny. It's not funny to rename
God.
it Duh.
It's just so weird to be atheist and closed-minded.
I know. It's like, what's the point?
It's just so crazy.
All right, we got. Some
Do we pick which one of
suggestions
ours? Do we? I don't know.
here. Penis, butt, penis.
You know, obviously, I don't want to call atheism "I pledge allegiance to my butt and the United States to my penis," but it does make me laugh. Let me see your list again. Give me this list.
All right, here's what I got.
All right. Did you say communism? I didn't
Communism.
wipe that smile off your face. I think that's the one. Wipe that smile off your face. Why did you write the number 15 down here so many times?
Oh, I can't tell you that on the air.
Really?
No, I could.
But I won't.
That was one time I was exercising.
Oh,
I wanted to write down how many miles I could run.
great.
No,
I ran 100 miles today.
that was I took 15 steps a day for my Fitbit.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, I'm going good.
Nice.
Hell yeah! All right, so we got some good suggestions here. We tweeted it out.
At Marima Woodelf says, the vegans of religion.
No
Damn.
cheese or nothing.
Holy shit, this is so good. At Boogeyman Weather says, blank Sabbath.
Oh,
Dude,
very
that's a
good.
fucking great one.
Oh, I love this. I love this one. This is from. This is one of those. It's hard to. This is from Carbon at Carbon Cesspool. Said the assassination of Jesus Christ by the
Yes.
coward Christopher Hitchens.
Yes, dude.
That is so good.
Totally.
I watched every second of Christopher Hitchens on YouTube. He's very funny to me, but boy, that's a funny title.
He's so funny and just such an asshole.
I know.
Well, he was weird because I agreed with everything he said, and then 9/11 happened, and he was like, the Iraq War is good.
Oh, yeah.
And we were all like, what?
It broke him and Dennis Miller's brains in two.
Yeah.
This is a very good war.
Lene Kassir says, the fear and the void. Absolutely. At Winslow Dumaine, who I was talking about earlier, said Redditor syndrome.
Oh God,
Nice, dude.
that's fantastic.
At Fondle Punch said, dude, there's a God? That's great.
I love Death Momstein said logiculous.
Oh, thank you, buddy.
That's funny.
I think we do one more. We posted this a little late.
Hey,
So we're not going to read all of yours because a lot of you saw it after we recorded. Just happens some weeks.
yeah.
Here's the thing. I think that the winner of all of these, and tell me if you disagree, is at Call Me By Your Kevin, extremely smart and incredibly fuck you, Dad.
Oh, that's funny.
In the same list, they've got Religious Disbelief and Order of the Sacred Trilby, which I don't even understand.
I don't know what that means, but I
but
love.
it makes me laugh.
Wow. I mean, honestly, all of these are funny. Blank
Yeah.
Sabbath is funny.
Blank Sabbath is
Logiculous
so
is
good.
funny.
The Vegans of Religion is
Vegans
really
of Religion
good.
is probably my favorite. That's so funny.
Mm,
Extremely no gods, incredibly condescending.
yeah, that's great. Well, which one do you think, buddy?
The one that made me, I don't know, Vegans of Religion.
Let's
probably.
do that one.
That one's
That's the
really funny.
winner.
All right, you are the winner, Wood Elf
Boom,
Marima.
dude.
Thank you.
We retweet the winner every week now. You've
That's so
been
funny.
retweeted. You
Hell
win.
yeah! Thanks for playing along, everybody. We'll tweet out the other one quicker, but sometimes we forget. because life is crazy.
Oh, I was on the road in Denver. I did. God damn, I hurt my finger this morning, dude. Fuck.
Man.
It's weird. I pulled my 2 middle fingers out of their socket a few months ago, and ever since then, if I pull on them even a little, they get really weird.
Oh man.
But then otherwise, it's fine. The reason we were late is that I was in Denver and I had the best fucking time. I was at High Plains Comedy Festival, and Caleb's wearing the shirt. If you're watching on the YouTube, and it really is just the best comedy festival.
Yeah, it's
the
incredible.
guys who run it are the best. I don't even know. I don't know. I don't even know what else to say. It's the best, and Denver is so much fun. The Denver comedy scene, the ratio
Crazy.
of great comics in such a small scene is insanely high and impressive, and I just love it there. And thank you for having me. I met a bunch of you. There was a group of people that drove from Des Moines to Denver.
Oh man,
dude.
that makes me want to just die of happiness.
Her name was Katie. Katie, so nice to meet you. Thank you so much for coming. I don't even know what to say. It was literally, I barely posted about it. I was having so much fun, and I'm fucking exhausted.
Right.
Dude.
That's when you're having the best times, when
Yeah.
there's no evidence.
Truly.
No, it's totally true.
Also, I had to. I don't know. I know that Emma posted about it, and yeah, I was having so much fun in Denver. I didn't post, but we canceled my Boise show because everyone send thoughts and prayers and love out to Emma Arnold, who fucking got COVID.
Oh shit!
A breakthrough case. Obviously, she's vaccinated. Her whole
Oh, that's
family
a
is
bummer.
vaccinated. I was supposed to fly to Boise and do a private backyard, outdoor, socially distanced, all vaccinated show, and she's been really careful. But even with that, only 30% of Boise is vaccinated, and she got COVID. And I'll be honest with you, it's really making me think about all of my touring coming up. And I don't know. So we'll see. I'm going to do some thinking about that. But I'm sorry I couldn't make it to Boise.
Yeah.
Emma is
Damn.
okay. She told me. So are her kids. They're all vaccinated. It's not
Yeah,
that
get
bad.
vaccinated. Even if you get one of these rare breakthrough cases, the symptoms will be a lot.
Yeah, exactly. Please get
Yeah,
vaccinated.
get that vax.
Yeah.
I love it.
But
Can't get enough of this vaccine.
yeah, no, I'm on my 18th shot.
Yeah, can't stop.
Yeah, man.
I'm not getting it at the doctor though.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, I just do it myself.
I've let's see. I've gotten Pfizer 5 times. I've got 3 Modernas, 4 J&Js, but the one I've gotten the most of is AstraZeneca. I just keep flying to Italy. And yeah, man, I'm a fucking piece of shit.
Boy, that's fun.
Yeah,
Get
man.
that vaccine, everybody. Let's get this thing over with.
We love you so much.
We
Truly.
do. I love you.
This is our favorite. The
my
show.
favorite thing.
If you want more of us, patreon.com/what's it called.
Yeah, join that Patreon. This was, honest to God, I'm not just saying this. That was our best Patreon episode ever.
Oh my God.
Lords It Rings.
The Lords It Rings.
It's the best one.
Oh man, it was stupid. All right, we'll see you next week.
Love you.
Love you so much. Bye.
What's it called? What's it called? What's it called?